What's happening, all you Mentees? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, I'm announcing one brand new Marvel Omnibus coming out in April of 2024. So, let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of this brand new omnibus coming out in April. Now, before I go any further, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and ring that bell for notifications. Stay away from the comments section so you are surprised whenever you hear the announcement. And then afterwards, by all means, comment away. Let us know what you think of this particular omnibus. And thank you so much to the kind folks that have shared our videos over the years. You all have no idea how much that means to me. Alright, so this is a continuation of a series of omnis. And it was one of... It makes me happy because the Volume 1 came out about 12 years ago. And it just sat there. And then Marvel reprinted it a couple of years ago. And it did so well. We got a Volume 2. And then we got a Volume 3. And then a Volume 4. So, Volume 5 is now coming out in April of 2024. And of course, I'm talking about the one and only Wolverine, bub. So it is my pleasure to get to announce Wolverine Omnibus Volume 5 coming out in April of 2024. We've got 3 covers to look at, so let's take a look at the standard edition cover first. So here we go with the iconic cover by Adam Kubert. This is the standard edition cover from issue 100 of Wolverine, where something huge happens in this particular issue. So we know that Wolverine 100 is collected in this particular omnibus, but what else is collected in here? So let's take a look at the content. In here, you're going to find Wolverine 76 to 101, Wolverine Annual 95, Marvel Comics presents 150 to 151, and 152 to 155. Cable number 16, Wolverine Evolution, the one-shot, Wolverine and Nick Fury Scorpio Rising, Ghost Rider Wolverine Punisher The Dark Design, Wolverine Night of Terra, one-shot, Wolverine and Gambit Victims 1 through 4, Uncanny X-Men 332, and Logan Path of the Warlord one-shot. Alright, let's take a look at the first direct market cover. So this particular direct market cover is drawn by Ian Churchill, and it comes from issue number 80, where Wolverine ends up fighting Cyber. So this is the return of Cyber. And if you have the previous volume, Cyber made an appearance in the Marvel Comics Presents issues. And that was Peter David and Sam Keith's issues. So in here, you're going to find artwork by Adam Kubert. This is when Adam Kubert ended up taking over the run. And there's a lot of issues in here that were primarily drawn by him. And then, of course, Wolverine going through some changes because of issue 75. I don't want to spoil what happens, but he is going through not just changes mentally, but physically. I think that's the best way I can put it without going through spoilers. So I love the fact that issue 101 is in here, as well as Uncanny X-Men 332, because that leads into issue 101, because it has the Ozymandias storyline in there. Alright, so before I talk about these particular issues in here, let's take a look at the next direct market cover. So this particular direct market cover is drawn by the legendary Tim Sale. And it does come from the Wolverine Gambit Victims miniseries. So that is all collected in here. So that's the story by Jeff Loeb, and it is drawn by Tim Sale. You also have the follow-up to Ghost Rider Wolverine Punisher, Heart of Darkness. This is the Dark Design, also written by Howard Mackie. You also have the story of Logan, The Path of the Warlord. That one's written by Howard Mackie, drawn by Jean-Paul Leon. and you have the Wolverine Knight of Terra, which is kind of it is the follow-up to Reign of Terra. This time around, it's Ian Edgington and John Ostrander writing the stories, and it is Jander Sema drawing this particular one-shot. You have the Scorpio Rising story in here, which is kind of like the wrap-up to the trilogy of Nick Fury and Wolverine, because they started with the Scorpio connection, and then it went into Bloody Choices, and Scorpio Rising kind of wraps up that particular meetup. And it is included in this particular omnibus, as well as the stories from Marvel Comics Presents, written by Ann Nocenti in there. And of course, the big chunk being Wolverine 76 to 101. Now, Adam Kubert is not the only artist that is working on this particular omnibus, because in here you're going to find the artwork of Ron Garney, Steve Skroce, who does that issue of Cable, which is all part of the Phalanx Covenant crossover. You're going to have the artwork of Bob McLeod, Ian Churchill, who did a cover, and John Nadeo, just to name a few of the artists that work on this particular book. So, it is my pleasure to get to announce this continuation of Wolverine in omnibus format. It makes me so happy that they're continuing my favorite character at Marvel Comics in omnibus format. In the comments, let me know what you think about the mapping, what you think about the covers, which cover you're going to get. And yes, if you want to see Wolverine continue into volume 6 and 7, what other X-Men character you want to see in omnibus format, I would love to know all those comments, whether it's Cable, whether it's Storm, Rogue, or Jubilee, Bishop, whoever you think deserves a solo omnibus edition. Gambit, whoever that is, leave your comments down below. Smash that like button on the way out. Thank you so much again to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.